In this video, I'm going to teach you how to eliminate the I don't have money objection. For anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Chris Berry. I ran the operations for a coaching business that went from zero to over $10 million collected in less than 2 years. I now help coaches either build or grow their coaching programs. So jumping straight into it. First things first, you need to understand and target the right people. If you're trying to go ahead and sell a $50,000 coaching program to somebody who barely has $1,000 in the bank, that's not really going to work. So as you're doing this, you need to make sure that you're having your ideal client locked down and that they are able to afford the services that you're looking to provide them. So, and once again, it all comes down to the ideal client. Yes, of course, it's very noble to help people that are down in the ditches or whatever, but you have to understand that oftentimes the people that are struggling the most, for example, there are coaches that say, oh, I want to help people get a job. That's great. But the thing is, if they don't have a job, that means that they don't really have an income coming in. And unless they have saved up a lot of money beforehand, they probably will not have the funds to go ahead and pay for your services, at least up front. Yes, you can go ahead and make these programs to where they pay along. It's just, it makes it very difficult from a cash flow perspective to create a profitable business. So as you're crafting your coaching program, you need to remember, who is my ideal client? Who's the person I really want to work with that has two things? Number one, wants my program and what I'm offering to sell them. And number two is able to purchase it, because ultimately you could have a ton of people want it, but unless they're able to pull the trigger and actually purchase your stuff, it doesn't really work. So once you have now identified who is my ideal client, who is somebody who both wants what I offer and also is able to afford what I offer, then it's a matter of just going down the right marketing channels. So within that, as you're talking, of course, there's a lot of different ways to market. I'll specifically talk about paid ads because that is the most consistent and best way to generate leads as a coach. It's taking the basic stuff of targeting, right? You have interests. What do these people like? What is their age? What's their location? What copy or words on the ad is going to resonate with these people? And what creatives, aka the graphics or the videos that you're using on the ad, are going to get this person to actually click and come into this. Now, one of the biggest things that you need to consider is an understanding of who your ideal client is, as I said before. Where are these people hanging out? What are their interests? The better that you know your ideal client, the easier it is going to be for you to take these people from somebody who has no clue who you are, generating them as a lead, and then taking them into paying clients of yours, right? So once again, it's not the most sexy thing. It's not the most fun thing to do, but getting a clear understanding, who is my ideal client, and knowing them at a deep level. I'm not just saying, oh, this age to this age. You really want to understand them, because as I said before, the better you understand them, better you can target them in your marketing, and therefore the better you can go ahead and make sure you're going after people and you're not facing this problem of, oh, I don't have the money, I can't afford it. Because you do have to make sure that the people that you're looking to sell your services to can't actually afford your services, right? So now, assuming that you have your ideal client locked down, you have an understanding of who this person is and that this person wants your product and is able to afford your product. Now, before you're getting on these calls, whether it be through auto bookings, aka you have an ad up and they're booking on your calendar, or it be a lead that then you are calling to go ahead and qualify them, you need to make sure that there's specific criteria and you as a coach clearly define how much money this individual needs to have to get started in your program. Is it $1,000 down? Is it $2,500 down? Is it $10,000 down? What is it? And then name those parameters. So as you're going through, you can clearly identify whether the person that you're speaking to on the other side, whether, as I said, from an auto booking or whether it be through a lead, is very clearly defined. Is this going to work or is this not going to work from a pre-qualification perspective? Because ultimately, you don't want to be spending all of your time with people that are not, as I said before, you need someone who wants your product and is able to purchase your product. It doesn't make sense for you to go spend a bunch of time on sales calls with people that are not able to buy your product. It doesn't serve them. It doesn't serve you. One caveat that I will put in here, as you can see by my little asterisk, okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this, okay? For coaches that are just starting off, taking these calls are extremely helpful. As I said before, one of the most important things for you to understand is your ideal client. So if you're getting certain individuals on these calls, maybe they're not your ideal client, but you do understand the different spaces of clients and the problems that they're facing, right? And as I've been saying many times over and over and over again in this video, the better you understand your ideal client, the easier it's going to be for crafting your sales process, making more sales, creating a marketing message, offer, delivery. So you getting on these calls, even if they're not the most perfect ideal clients, you're going to start understanding this person said that they're struggling with this person said they're struggling with this, so on and so forth. And you could tailor all of these different things, okay? And so remember that as you're doing this, it's something that you need to be very diligent about who you're getting onto these calls and making sure that they are financially qualified to go ahead and purchase your programs. And there's a lot of different ways that you can go ahead and do this, whether it be through making payment plans, whether it be through creating financing partnerships. And I'll even just give you a couple of examples for us and our programs here at TD Coach. Anybody that has a 685 or above credit score, we can go ahead and typically get them anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000 of 0% interest credit, which completely changes the game, obviously, because now they have the funds to whether it be invest in their business, invest in our programs, whatever it is. Or there's different ones where you can go ahead and dramatically space it out to where instead of paying, for example, $10,000, you pay a couple $100 a month to go ahead and do it. So there's a lot of programs out there. And if you guys do want to hear more videos like this to get an understanding of what those those are, go ahead and first of all, like this video. Second of all, go ahead and just drop it down in the comments, and I'm more than happy to explain how you can start creating these financing partnerships to make it much easier for these people to afford your programs. Because if your programs really help get the transformational change, the results that these people are looking for, and you can find a way to get them in, then it is obviously helpful and it can get you more clients and more results and everything like that, right? So now we've kind of split on two things. The people that are on these sales calls that qualify, that you can go and obviously get on the proper sales calls and have a full conversation. But let's say you get on these calls with people. As I said, sometimes it's good to take them even if they're not qualified. What do you do with these people? You're not just going to kick them to a curb, right? And that's where your ecosystem is going to come into place. Now, for any of you who do not understand what an ecosystem is, I just want you to imagine like a big spider web. And at the very middle, you have your highest level offer. Let's call it your inner circle, 50,000, 100,000, however much it is, right in the middle, okay, your highest level offer. And as people are on the outer skirts, the very edges of your spider web, that is your Instagram, that's your Facebook Reels, that's your YouTube Shorts, your TikToks, whatever it is. And the whole purpose is to slowly move them further and further into your ecosystem. And I'm assuming that if you're here watching, you're obviously looking to grow your coaching business and you're in it for the long-term game. So if you're looking for the long-term game, you have to understand that just because someone isn't ready to buy today doesn't mean that they may not buy from you in a week, a month, a year, however long it is. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that I see so many coaches make. It's either a yes or goodbye. But that's not the thing. If you can go ahead and continue to have someone stay engaged within your ecosystem to where they're consuming your content on social media, where they're watching your emails or showing up to live free masterminds or buying low ticket products, whatever it is, if you keep them involved in your community and your products are really solid and you help provide value to this person, naturally they're going to continue to ascend up your value ladder and purchase your higher level stuff over time, right? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris. A lot of you leave comments and send DMs to me telling me that you need help. Do me a favor. I'm going to tell you the best way to get a hold of me. Shoot me a text message right now at 949-990-5808. Once again, that's 949-990-5808. I'll help you with whatever you guys need. I got your back. Let's get back to the video. And so you might be asking, okay, this is really cool, this ecosystem thing, like what do I do in order to make my ecosystem, right? One thing you can do is you make free content, as I said, whether it be through a school community, whether it be through a Facebook group, whether it be you posting long form videos on YouTube like this right here. In full transparency, this is my ecosystem. You watching this, you're most likely a coach looking to understand how to eliminate money objections and how to make it so you're not just talking to people that don't have money. And now I'm giving it to you, because the cool thing is that through this free content, for example, this, you might have got on a call with me or my team and it just didn't work out because financially we weren't able to go ahead and do it, but you're now consuming my free content. And my whole hope behind this is that you're able to take this and start making some money so that you can't afford to go ahead and work with us. And we build a trust between the both of us to understand, okay, yes, we want to partner together to work with Chris and his team. That's the first thing you can do to build out your ecosystem. Step number 2 is go ahead and do a low ticket sale. Just because someone doesn't buy your $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 program doesn't mean that they're not interested. So you can go ahead and offer them a $27 product, a $97 product, something in regards to videos that you've made in the past. So it's not a huge, we'll call it mental bandwidth on your end, yet they're still able to consume your content, get results and everything like that. And the third thing that you can do for these non-qualified people, as I said, yes, of course, get them in the ecosystem. Regardless, it is, as I said before, as a new coach, understanding the problems that these different prospects are facing, possible clients of yours, it is sometimes nice just to go ahead and take the call and get that understanding, and then obviously continue to reroute them into these other aspects, whether it be free content, low ticket, whatever it is. Right, so to recap everything, because I know that we've talked about a lot of different things, you might be thinking, hold on, Chris, how did this go from to eliminate the I don't have money to talking about an ecosystem, all of these different things? To put it all together, what I'm trying to share with you is that if you truly understand your ideal client and you are targeting the right people that can both want your products and are able to purchase your products, you're not going to come across the I don't have money objection, because you would have filtered these people out and either put them into a free community, into something in your ecosystem. So now as you're getting really serious conversations on these sales calls to possibly work with these individuals, you're no longer coming across this thing of I don't have the money, because you've been able to pre-qualify people beforehand. And people that don't have the money, it's not like, hey, forget about you. No, you're just like, hey, as of right now, it's not working. Let's go this direction. Or let's get into my free community so you can start making money, or make a plan to go ahead and do that. Or you have financing options that allows them to go ahead and overcome that objection. Therefore, the I don't have the money isn't no longer a problem for these people. Right, so one last time, this really comes down to marketing, understanding your ideal client, attracting the right people people and then having the best ways to go ahead and help guide people to wherever they want to be. Once again, targeting, filtering, and then on top of that, taking only qualified calls. Of course, I want to help everyone, but the thing is though, is that I cannot have a lot of meaningful change if we're specifically working on a program unless I go ahead and get paid. As much as I would love to go and help as many people as I can, that's why I do these videos. In the same sense, I also need to go ahead and provide for me, my team members, all of these different things. So with that said, if these people aren't able at the present moment to afford me and my team's services, then let's just go and let's find a different way to do it. And that's the reason why we also touched upon the financing piece and making these strategic partnerships. So even people that might not be at the highest echelon of finances right now can still get into your program. So once again, to recap all of this, you need to make sure that you understand your ideal client, that you target people that want what you're selling and are able to afford it. And then you also have a filtering system that is able to very clearly define, do you match this criteria or do you not meet and match this criteria? Because once you've done that, then when you actually get people on the calls and they say, oh, well, I don't have the money, you know it's a smokescreen, right? Yeah, it's an objection, but you know that it's not the truth because these people can afford it. And the thing is that they just don't see the value behind investing this amount of money to work with you. And now that is something that you can go ahead and handle. So if you have done this entire process and you know that these people are financially qualified, but for some reason, and when it gets to the very end, they just say, oh, I don't have the money or it doesn't make sense. And to you, it's just not two and two aren't coming together. And you're wanting a better understanding of how do you overcome this? Why are these people continuing to give me this objection of I don't have the money, even though I know that they do? Because the thing is that we know that this objection, it's BS. And it's just a smokescreen because people don't know, like, or trust that you can go ahead and get them to that next step. Then go ahead and click the link down in the description. I have made an entire another video where I break down exactly how you overcome this if you're facing this, assuming that the person already has the money and you've done all this filtering and stuff like that. So if that is you and you are interested in understanding how do you overcome these objections and make sure that these objections don't even happen with qualified prospects, then click the link down in the description to watch my video where I break everything down on how to handle that. Now, once again, this is obviously talking about the filtering of it so that you're not facing these types of prospects and you're getting the right people on the calls. So if you did find this video helpful, please go ahead and drop a like. If you would like to see more content along these lines, go ahead and subscribe. I'm coming out with at least 3 videos every single week for you guys. If there's anything specific that you'd like to hear from me, drop it down in the comments below and we'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you that you are the true coaches and the real students. You made it till the end of the video. Do me a favor, share this with a friend who wants to go to another level. Also, make sure you like the video, comment below so I know who you are, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for the channel as we will be dropping more valuable content every single day. See you soon.